Hi there. All right, so with any question, I always assume that I'm doing dimensional analysis. And the first part of doing that is to first identify what you're solving for in terms of units. So I go to the last sentence and see if I could figure it out. And that's because there's a whole lot of stuff up here that is going to make me get dizzy. So I just go to the last question. And it looks like milliliters per hour is what I'm solving for. And this part is so crucial because then it gives us the unit on the top or the numerator as our starting point for the whole cascade of solving it. So now that I have this unit, I'm going to go look for it in the question and see it right there. So I'm going to pull the 250. And then the next step is figuring out what that 250 comes with in the question. So it looks like 400 milligrams. Next, this unit down here is going to go up here. And then I'm going to look for it in the question. So I don't see it. So the next step would be, is there something in the question that can be converted to milligrams with a common conversion? So I see micrograms. So I'm going to add that as a possibility over here as part of the question. So 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. Now I can pull that in here. That lets me cancel out my milligrams. Next is placing micrograms, because that's what's down here, and then go look for it in the question. So I see it there. So we have 9.7 micrograms. And next is looking for what it's married to or tied to in the question. So it looks like 9.7 micrograms per kilo per minute. So we're going to have kilo per minute down here. All right, so that cancels micrograms. Next, I need to get rid of kilograms. So I'm going to put that up here. Again, look for it in the question. I see it right there. So 56. The weight or body surface area, these guys are always single. They're like bachelors for life. So it just goes over 1. That lets me cancel my kilogram out. Next, I have minutes, but I need to be in hours, so I still need to keep going. So I'm going to put minutes up here, look for it in the question, and I don't see it anywhere. So now, again, I'm going to use common conversions that I can think of to get from minutes to hours. So I know that there's 60 minutes in 1 hour, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And now I'm left with hour on the bottom and milliliter on the top, and that's what I needed over here. So I know I can stop pulling things from the question and multiply across and divide by the bottom. Do that real quick. All right, so on the top we have 8,148. And then on the bottom we have 400,000. So we'll divide that to get 20.37. And if we're rounding to a whole number, then it would just be 20 milliliters per hour. Hope that helps.